Hey, what's going on, guys? Crass Businessman here. Today we're going to be talking about why I don't believe in evolution. So today's quote of the day is by a woman named Rosa Luxemburg. It is, "Those who do not move do not notice their chains." Once again, that's Rosa Luxemburg. So to start, before you lose all respect for me, that is to say, if you had any to begin with, it's not what you think. I don't believe in evolution because it's not something that requires a conscious choice to either believe or not. We see mountains and mountains of evidence spread across at least 12 distinctly different scientific fields of study that all point to the same conclusion. In a nutshell, things change over time due to a variety of factors. That's it in a nutshell. But I'd like to address a few common counter-arguments to this. As elementary as they may be, I'd like to start with a Christian favorite: it's just a theory. The reason this gets touted so much is mainly due to a misunderstanding of what a scientific theory actually is. A theory, when accepted amongst the scientific community, is the current best explanation of observable facts. I say current because it's not a static concept. If we find evidence to the contrary, we replace the current working model with a better one that fits reality. This is why we have the peer review process, and why anyone who disproves largely accepted theories would usually get a Nobel Prize. Another common counter-argument is, you weren't there, so how can you know? But what's interesting about this is that it usually comes from theists, who accept some sort of holy scripture that was written a long time ago, and they somehow blind themselves to the fact that their own beliefs don't stand up to the same argument. However, we don't need to be around millions of years ago to see the evidence. I mean, I wasn't around 30 years ago to see my parents make me, but pretty sure it happened. I mean, I'm fucking here. And the last opposing argument to evolution I'd like to talk about is because it comes up so much, and it's super fucking infuriating, is, Darwin denounced his beliefs on his deathbed. I don't even know where to fucking begin. This attachment to authority is common amongst religious folk, but not in the scientific community. Nobody gives a shit that Darwin made discoveries that led us to the theory of evolution. So what he said on his deathbed, or at any point in his life, doesn't fucking matter. It's not connected to him. All Darwin did, which I'm not trying to take away from his brilliance, was that he discovered after researching finches that he proposed that they were similar enough to have evolved from one another, or from one to another. I mean, this is a grossly oversimplified explanation, but it's not like as if Darwin said, "Oh yeah, by the way, evolution is bullshit," that it would mean anything. It's like if Ben Franklin said, "Oh yeah, by the way, electricity doesn't exist." Is your phone going to stop working? Lights in your house going to go out? No, because that's fucking ridiculous. Oh hey, Isaac Newton said gravity is bullshit. Come help me nail down all this stuff that keeps floating away. It's dumb. So anyways, to sum up, you don't need to believe in evolution. You either find the evidence compelling, or you don't. And I would argue that any sane person with adequate knowledge of the discoveries that have been made by hundreds, if not thousands, of PhD-holding, reputable scientists who've dedicated their lives to their particular field of study probably knew a little bit more than you do. In layman's terms, you have to be pretty fucking ignorant, willfully ignorant, to ignore the piles of evidence that support evolution. That's it for today, guys. Once again, I'm Crass Businessman. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, stay productive.